I think this game might be actually quite exciting. So if I can watch it, I'll try. But I also don't know if I can because I don't know what games on and what times and all the likes. But big game here. Probably the biggest game of the weekend. I would say is the biggest game of the weekend. England versus Australia. You're up here first, mate.
Oh, I thought we were talking about Spain versus Russia.
No, we are England versus Australia here, mate.
So, England versus Australia. England, I will say it, they're in a bit of form after their game up against Tonga.
One win against Tonga, and they're in form. Holy shit.
Scotland versus Tonga was a little bit closer, is all I'm going to say. So, England at this stage, they are going to be out for blood, definitely at Twickenham. I mean, they're defending ground somewhere where they have had quite a few battles with the Wallabies in the past.
Yeah, we actually knocked them out of their own World Cup there in England in 2015 at Twickenham, mind you.
Yeah, and they got a bit of revenge a few years prior, though, didn't they?
Well, yeah, 2003, that's fine. You can keep referring to that all you like, but that was, 20 years away? I'm talking about something that was, 7 years ago, 6 years ago.
So I feel like that's still fresh on the mind of England, perhaps, and that's why they will come out in this game and they will start firing.
Okay, so you're going to tell me they're going to win by 40. It sounds like you're going to tell me they're going to win by 40 here.
40 sounds like a good idea. No.
What are you actually
predicting? I'm actually saying that England win this game. It's either going to be very close or it's going to be a runaway for England. I don't think it's a runaway for the Wallabies in this fixture. Definitely not with the fact that Taniela Tupou and also Alan Alatoa might be missing from that scrum, which is something that the Wallabies...
Alatoa, Taniela Tupou, Reece Hodge, Samuel Korevi, Quay Cooper, Marco Corbetti. Do you want me to continue?
Go on. A few more.
Can you just give us your damn well tips, mate?
Filippo Dalgunu could have been one added to that list as well if you wanted one. Noel Alicio's back though. Boom. He's going to be...
What's your damn prediction, Hamish?
So I'm going to go England. I'm going to go, we'll just do the same. 30 points to England, 15 to the Wallabies.
Wow, I thought you were going to give them a higher score. Then again, our defense is good, so 30 is not terrible. I was expecting you to say like 45 to 20 or something like that. Or 45 to 25 or something like that, because I know we can still score points, but our defense is better, so I would have told you you're wrong there. But I think this is a tough game to read because as an Australian, I'm going to tip Australia here because I'm Australian. I'm never going to tip the Poms against Australia ever. I will never do that. I don't care if we've got 3-year-old kids running out there for us. I'm still tipping Australia. And then when you've got Tom Wright's thought process of slapping away a ball that clearly wasn't ours to give away a penalty and then proceed to get a try for the opposition team, we do actually have the 3-year-old mindset on the team. But I think that realistically England win this game. There's nothing that really... I'm not as big a believer in England as everyone else. I think they are regressing massively from that 2019 World Cup. We actually just spoke about this on the Scrum of the Earth podcast with David there. I was on his podcast and we were speaking about the fact that England are relatively regressing. And if you don't like what I'm saying here, cool, I don't really give a shit, to be honest with you, because this is my opinion. And if you want to tell me that I'm wrong, go ahead and tell me in the comment section because everyone else always does. And usually I actually end up being right, which is great. It is great because I love when people tell me I'm wrong and then it usually turns out that I'm right. But overall, England's still a good team. They have the ability to beat us here. They have the ability to put a score through us realistically and honestly could win this game by 20. I wouldn't be surprised if we lost this game 40 to 21, simply because I think they could do that. Do I think they do that? No. I think, if anything, they're going to win by 10. But my prediction for the game for Australia will be 23-21, close game, and that's the best I'm going to do because I'm never going to tip the Poms. But I'll give you a realistic thought process in the same moment. But I think we should, unless you have anything else to say there?
No, I think overall they're actually the biggest underdogs of those Sunday night fixtures. So if they can do it,
what's the underdog? How much?
They are sitting $4.50 to the $1.18 of England.
That's very overrated for England. But in the same sense, I get it. People are really wanting to think about England as still being the World Cup runners-up and whatnot. But we also saw them struggle to the USA. All right, next game here. France versus Jill.